Hour number 2 of the 2-hour live edition of The Line this morning. Andrew Mclain under the weather, in case you're just now joining us. So I'm Steve West. My co-host from CRN on Saturday mornings, Matt Nicholson, coming over and helping me fill in this last hour. And noon to 2, going to be doing a best of Andrew Mclain. John Bird has specifically picked out this particular best of.
The absolute best of the best.
Hand-picked just for you, our listener. We appreciate it. Phone lines are open, 205-545-9950. Text line is open. John Bird is over there monitoring that as well. So if you have comments, appreciate Damian Mitchell coming over and spending a little bit of time with us.
Just throw some Oak Ridge boys in. We'll be good.
Yeah, and John Bird, by the way, has control of the entirety of the music line. So
Nice.
those of you that are expecting the line's regular lineup of music, I think you're about to be surprised. Let's put it that way, mildly, shall we? Want to say thank you to Richard the Cop for hanging on through the break. What's up, man?
Roll Tide, my brothers. It is almost time.
It is close, man. It's close.
Boy. Lord of mercy, now I got a
No,
headache.
I'm going to say this, John Bird. Please do a bumper music for me. Do Gin and Juice by Garth Brooks, the bluegrass version.
Oh, that is a good one.
He's writing it
That is
down.
a good one.
He's writing it down.
Yeah.
That pen is over
I
there
want
smoking.
to say something, y'all. Y'all got, Dixon's been sick.
Yep.
And I fully believe it's either COVID caused it or the shot. I'm
be.
all in favor for our future governor, the good coach, prosecuting him as hard as possible, Fauci, when he gets in.
Yeah.
All we got to do, Steve, is find one family member who died because of the shot or died because of, can be proven because they didn't take the ivermectin or something of that nature.
Yeah.
One
I can see
family
where you're
member
going.
to prosecute and to sue.
Yeah.
And it will open up a floodgate that will end Fauci's existence on this planet. Any sentence for him at his age is a life sentence.
Oh, agreed. Yeah. And here's the other side of it. Alabama's going to have to get in line because there's a couple of other states that have already stepped up, said that they're willing to do it, and are starting the process.
It'd be like that scene from Airplane. I'll stand in line to slap him one time. Okay.
It may end up being some sort of a class action thing where a number of states all come together and say, "Hey, let's all join in and do it."
Well, that's what needs to happen because there's too many people out there that were good people that are suffering from mental anguish because family members suffered and died. Now, fortunately, when I had COVID in 2021, when I eat, Steve, I eat stuff so hot it blisters your mouth.
Okay.
Now that's
I
one.
sent Andrew, and John Bird knows this, I sent Andrew a bottle of sauce here a couple months ago called Elijah's Extreme.
Oh, God, I've
And
heard
it
of that.
is-
Ooh.
I've
And
heard of
it
it,
is
yeah.
800,000 Scoville units, which is
Ugh.
just below police grade pepper spray. Okay,
Good night.
and that keeps your hot stuff keeps your immune system up. So
Well, I'm screwed,
I was sick. I was sick, but not near what I could have
Whew.
been.
Man.
And now that I'm on this keto diet, I'm down 75 pounds in 149 days.
Congratulations.
Nice.
And the miracle of carnivore and keto is my arthritis is better. I don't have all the what do you call it? All the swelling. I don't have all that problems.
Okay.
I count my days on a note screen every day, Steve, like a recovering drug addict or alcoholic, because I know I was addicted to sugar and carbs. And I have found some of the most wonderful things. There's a company called Legendary, and they make high protein, low carb versions of cinnamon rolls and Pop Tarts and
Okay.
things of that nature. It's all a big adjustment.
So you've changed your diet radically.
Oh yeah, radically. My blood sugar was 8.7 in November.
Mm-hmm.
The last visit in August, it was 5.3.
Nice.
Big
I
drop.
went from 330 down to 265 that day. I'm in the 250s now. I'll be 193 pounds and unrecognizable by May.
Go for it, man. I look forward to seeing the pictures.
That's awesome.
I especially want to see the before and after.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, it's coming. But one thing I will tell y'all is you got to keep your immune system up, because if you don't, you know, I'm working at getting my doctor eventually to take me off all my meds by May. He's already cut my insulin dosage in half, which is a miracle in itself. But y'all's version of the show is good. You know, you and JB are family, just like Richard and Val and all of them. I've been involved with y'all for the whole 10 years.
Yes,
I've been in Colin Leland 16 years.
Oh, yeah.
So we, you know, Rick calls in. Rick is our pastor.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Then we got Barry. Barry is our activist. I mean, you got a family of folks out there that like Andrew draws on our knowledge of different things he needs help with.
Sure. And that's the way it should be.
So,
I mean, if any of us stayed up here and acted like we knew everything, we'd be found out as frauds in a heartbeat.
So, can I ask you one personal question? How's your heart problems going?
So far, so good. When I was at my cardiologist earlier this year for my 6 month, he checked me out and said, "Tell you what, instead of every 6 months, let's go to year." So that tells me a lot.
Well, I'm in Tuscaloosa, about to pull into Popeyes and get some of those red hot blackened no carb tenders.
Whoa!
And I just brought a client all the way from down in 280 to Tuscaloosa, so I'm gonna hop out here at the university and snatch me up some college kid money today in the old Uber and Lyft car. And
all right, man. Appreciate.
It's been a long adventure, and I appreciate y'all giving me what time you do give me, because I know I can be irritant sometimes, and my political views are way off the mark. I will say this: y'all were talking about all the stuff in Iraq this morning.
Mm-hmm. Iran, yeah.
I know President Trump don't want to kill civilians.
No,
but they had to when they dropped Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Richard, appreciate you very much. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right.
All right. I don't know what's going to go on in Iran. I really don't. I know that they want to strangle him economically. Is that going to be enough to actually get them to come to the negotiating table in earnest, saying and doing what they mean? That's the key. I mean, coming to the table is one thing. They're more than willing to come to a table, and they'll tell you one thing flat to your face and then turn around and go do something else entirely. Something Matt's dealing with right now anyway. When are we going to get to the point where they're going to come to the table in earnest saying, hey, listen, we need to settle this because we can't deal with this economically? That's what this stranglehold is all about. I understand that's exactly why we're doing what we're doing to them. We're putting an economic squeeze on them to try and get them to come to the table and do it peacefully.
Well, there's another thing with it too. The countries that are in that region over there, like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, places like United Arab Emirates, places like that. Mm-hmm. They are doing what they're doing. They are affecting those countries' economies as well.
Sure.
And I'm going to put a little bit of a motorsport spin on this. Those countries over Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, places like that, they host in Formula One World Championship races. Mm-hmm. When events here in the United States for them, whether it be in Austin, Texas, Miami, Florida, or Las Vegas, Nevada, there are, well, I would say at any one given track, we know the one in Austin, Texas, for a weekend draws nearly 500,000 people.
Yeah. So that's guaranteed about 150,000 people per day.
At least per day. So Vegas, I would say probably on the high end, 300,000. By the way, the town structure and how the courses run down.
You can't really put a whole lot of
grandstands
up there.
Miami, probably about the same, 300,000 because you're going around.
We'll get official numbers later on in the year for that, which we'll talk about on that show.
Think about what that brings into a local, either country, city, or whatnot, that local economy. Mm-hmm. And then with 2 events in the Middle East already that's been canceled, one of them to be redone and re-raced and rescheduled later in the year, Think about what that does for and damages that local country's economy.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
insane.
And on top of that, Iran has gone out and thrown drone attacks on some of those neighbors, like Jordan, for example,
Yeah.
for no particular purpose whatsoever, because Jordan didn't have anything to do with anything.
Right.
And you wonder, well, let's just burn all of the beds and let's burn all of our different links to all of our neighbors here and make everybody ticked off at us. So now we're dealing with this economic stranglehold that we're putting on them. And the U.S. Navy is now escorting other ships up into and through that strait to try and make sure that no rogue whatever is going to happen from the shore in Iran. But now we're starting to see a little bit of an improvement in shipping, which means a little bit more oil coming out. Saw the gas price at one of the gas stations I drive by every single day, twice a day, going to and from here, dropped 20 cents overnight.
Yeah, I recognize that coming over here too.
So, we're getting some relief here, but in the end, that Iran situation has to be dealt with because, and somebody, I forget who it was, said, well, they ain't got no nuclear weapon. Yeah, but they're developing the technology to get one, and that's what we want to stop. Because if you believe that Iran would get the technology to get a nuclear weapon and wouldn't take the opportunity to use it against Israel in our interests, you're out your mind. You are so far outside of your mind, you can't see your mind from where you're standing.
Yeah, and they do that, and one of them get trigger happy. Let's call it getting trigger happy. And they launch one. You want to be see the absolute real life version of all hell breaking loose?
Yeah,
there you go.
That's it. And as the old saying goes, and I can't remember who said it first, but as the old saying goes, I don't know what World War III is going to be fought with, but I know what World War IV will be fought with, and that'll be sticks and stones.
Yeah, because there'll be nothing left.
So that's why we're trying to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
That's why we're putting the stranglehold on them to make them change their ways. There are some people that you cannot change everything about, but we need to have them inside the world community so that we can all at least get along enough to the point where we're not over there beating the tar out of each other all the time. It just doesn't make sense. So that's why. John Bird, let's go ahead and take a break here. When we come back, speaking of racing and how much it brings into a particular area, Washington, D.C. hosted an IndyCar race, and things turned political long before the race even had the green flag.
That's some of that stuff I've seen was some of the most asinine, ridiculous stuff I've ever read. And when you read it, and I'll say it this way, you automatically know what color shirt they have on.
We'll talk about it next on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com.
Every little thing she does is magic.
Woo!
Welcome back into the line. Talk 99.5 and talk995.com. Andrew Mclain under the weather. I'm Steve West, Matt Nicholson, John Bird.
I turn over my
Playing
shoulder.
John Bird's greatest hits.
I turn over my shoulder and look, and I envision a DJ standing in the back of the just having fun.
Yep.
At a
Yep.
party.
That's it.
By the way, first concert I ever spent my own money on, the Police.
I knew you were awesome.
Synchronicity Tour 1983.
Oh, man.
And here's the difference between then and now. The price of a ticket to go see the Police on the Synchronicity Tour, $12.50.
Wow.
Think about that for a moment. $12.50. And I was on the floor at the BJCC's now Legacy Arena watching that concert from the floor about halfway back. I have tickets that I bought along with and I bought 5 of them actually for us and 4 of my friends. We're going to go to the Journey Final Frontiers concert on October 23rd. We are sitting in the bowl on the front row of section 103,
Where at?
Legacy Arena.
Oh, Legacy.
So we're kind of in the bowl, but we're up in the stands instead of on the floor. Front row of section 103, all the way opposite the stage, just off to the right as we're looking at it.
Yeah.
Those tickets cost $175 per.
Dang.
That's the difference in concert tickets.
And with the music beds that he is playing right here, it's automatically triggered me. Over there in Oxford, not even 5 minutes from where I live, the Oxford Performing Arts Center.
Mm-hmm.
I know Spud has, and I'm pretty sure Richard's been over there too to see something.
They both have, yeah.
Here's some artists that are coming in the fall winter season
I mean, this is Oxford, man.
that are coming to Oxford, Alabama, to the
Get ready
Oxford
for this.
Performing Arts Center. Melissa Etheridge,
Man.
Oh, wait, there's more.
from the country genre, Lone Star.
Those are big acts.
Here's your name, Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick.
Still out there entertaining. Gotta love it.
Here's one, Jefferson Starship.
Jefferson Starship.
I wonder how many of the original people are actually in it, though.
One.
One, yeah.
I looked that up for some reason the other
Did
day.
you? Okay,
Yeah.
who is it?
Yeah, it's the drummer.
The drum. Okay. All right.
In October, the Old Crow Medicine Show.
Oh, man.
There you go.
I think I might go with my son. He loves them. I might go with my
Does he?
son to
Okay,
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
Now it is expanded to a 2-day show.
Oh,
Smokey Robinson.
there it is. I mean, that's Oxford, man. That's good stuff.
Here's one that made me go, wow. From a comedian level,
Mm-hmm.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Jay
And
Leno.
Bill Engvall's coming not too long from now either.
Bill Engvall.
Yeah.
He's coming as well on October 23rd.
Yeah.
From the country genre, Winona Judd.
Winona.
She's coming. November the 15th. Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh, I will be there. I will be there.
Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees.
Wow.
Out there performing.
Uh,
I like the fact that he's still out there performing. That's good stuff.
This little place over here is every
They're
season
getting
of
some
artists.
good pulls.
They are making some major pulls,
Yeah, are.
and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's good
But
for our area.
Yeah, but I mean,
Real good
you
for
think
our
about
area.
it, though. Birmingham is not, for example, considered a hotbed of comedy. But you think about what Bruce Ayers did with the Comedy Club Stardom.
Yeah.
And it made Birmingham a destination because all the comedians that came and played there all raved about that place.
They've had in the past seasons as well too. They've had Jeff Foxworthy. They've had Larry the Cable Guy. Now they got Bill Engvall this year.
So what this proves to me is that word is getting out about Oxford and that it's a nice place to go to and that the people turn out and they're willing to come there. Even
January-
though it's a smaller town and kind of off the beaten path.
January 23rd, Edwin McCain.
Got to look out for
Man,
Oxford.
this is bringing back.
Got to look out for Oxford, man.
Yeah.
They're bringing some good stuff there.
They are, man. It's February 25th, Night Ranger.
Oh,
I
man.
might have to figure out a way to go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to a whole lot of concerts, but I might just have to figure out a way to go to that one.
It's crazy, man.
I can't remember the last concert I have been to. It's been that long since I've been to a concert. I think the last one I went to, Richard and Valerie bought it for me for my birthday, and it was a couple of years ago, and it was the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater, and it was Dwight Yoakam. It was opened up by the Mavericks.
Oh, man.
And there was a local kid that played to open up. So it was actually really a triple bill. I think that was the last concert I went to. Now I've got 2 concerts coming up, both of them in October, because Richard and Valerie bought me concert tickets to go see Weird Al.
Oh, my God. When is he coming?
Early October, first Friday, I think, in October is when that's happening. I can't remember the exact date. That's going to be at the Coca-Cola Amphitheater.
I've got to check that off the
23rd,
box.
I got Journey.
I've got to check that off the box. I haven't been yet.
I haven't been yet either, so I'm looking forward to going to that.
But it's you said Dwight Yoakam. I could tell the story. The one time I've only seen him was we went over to ATL Live at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
It was Chris Stapleton, Miranda Lambert, Dwight Yoakam, and I forgot who the first opener was.
A heck of a bill.
Yeah, it was a huge bill. The first time I went to ATL Live, it was George Strait and Eric Church.
There you go.
And I had field level seats. We had field level seats. And I'm walking through, and of course, everybody that knows me and knows him, we're supporters of the New England Patriots.
Yeah, we are.
All right. Something going. So I remember sending him the message, and I took a picture of the shirt with my logo. I said, "Win in Atlanta." ...
Uh-huh. Well, and you and I went over to watch a Thursday night game a couple of years ago.
Yep.
New England had come into town. And the Georgia Dome was far from a Mercedes-Benz Dome, whatever you want to call it, far from a sellout. And
it was probably
2/3?
80%.
Okay.
I'll say 80%.
So about 80% full. Half the people in the stands were wearing Patriots gear.
They were.
And I'm sitting here thinking, this is a Thursday night primetime game in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Falcons fans are all but non-existent. If only John Bird was on camera.
Yeah. And I'll have to say, I got to give John Bird a well done, soldier, because he's actually getting my mood a lot better today.
There you go.
Yeah, man, I'm just pulling my favorites and make me feel good to roll down the window and just down the road.
There you go. John Bird's greatest hits right here on the line. All right, so welcome back into the line. Andrew feeling under the weather. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. We'll find out. I'm Steve West, along with Matt Nicholson and John Bird, playing his favorite tunes. So we were talking just a little bit ago. You mentioned it. The whole Formula One situation where they're coming in and we're not turning this into the racing program that we're going to do Saturday morning, but, self-effacing plug, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on Talk 99.5, okay? Plus, we're going to do the Cross Flights podcast a little bit later on this afternoon.
We are.
Got a busy afternoon coming up here.
Yep.
But in this case, I want to bring it up because last weekend, IndyCar raced in Washington, D.C. First time ever on the streets of Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're familiar with IndyCar here in the state of Alabama because we got Barber Motorsports Park over there. IndyCar comes there. The drivers love it. It's a fantastic place to come. The people that come here love it. They don't understand until they set foot on the grounds of Barber Motorsports Park exactly what that place really is and looks like and features. And there's a reason why everybody calls it the Augusta of racing.
The most recent thing that I can recall of a person with that reaction is not last year, but the year before, when we got there on Friday, and I think it was Pat and Conrad and Molly were out there doing three-man front.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
That was on in the three-man front,
downstairs.
down on the paddock level.
Yeah,
and we knew because Molly had been doing the video production for us for Cross Flags, and we knew that was her first time to a racetrack.
Yeah,
her reaction, she was in awe.
She was.
She was like, "This is cool."
Yeah, and that's the.
And we were like, "Told you."
But you think about that race.
Yeah,
that one single race at Barber Motorsports Park, and the two races we have out at Talladega, and we always hear from the people that are there who can track these things. You generally get people from all 50 states in the United States.
And double-digit countries.
And anywhere from 20 to 30 countries coming into Alabama to go either to Talladega or to go to Barber.
Right.
Now, take a world-traveling race series like Formula One.
Right.
And put them into that situation, right? But go back to earlier this year. We had the World Cup in the United States and Canada and Mexico. And a lot of those people got finally a taste of what the United States was for the very first time. They had been told all these things, and it turned out that most of the things they got told weren't true.
Yeah, I mean, for example, if anybody followed him on Twitter, I still call it Twitter, but the German soccer fan Freddie,
yeah, I was for some reason I wanted to.
He got to, he was documenting his travels all the way from, I think it was New York, all the way down through the South. Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, all the way down through there.
Think about the tax revenue that came out of that.
That is nuts.
Yeah. So now, for the first time ever, Washington, D.C. hosts a race. Yes, they had to block off an area, a small little area, for a track that looks like the state of Alabama on its side, truth be told.
It does.
Located between the Capitol building, U.S. Capitol building, and the White House, give or take, going up Pennsylvania Avenue. It didn't quite make it to the White House, security purposes. The number of people that went, because the grandstands were full, I watched it from the driver's angle on Sunday. I found a feed where they were just kind of rotating amongst some drivers.
There was a view that they put on Fox that I recall. There was one of those aerial views, and you look up, and in some of the corners, I think it was in the turn 3, 4, 5 section, that the people standing right there it's right there at the fence, in which you got to stand back a little bit from the fence.
Yeah,
standing there in that area, there were 15 or 20 deep at least.
And again, you look at it from the driver's cams, or the cams that are on just over the driver's helmets, and I'm looking at the grandstands. Grandstands are packed all the way around this facility, which means people came in, and I know people that texted us here, John Bird at Talk 99.5, that said, "I've got my tickets. I'm going." They came from all 50 states and probably 20, maybe 30, maybe even more countries to go to this inaugural race in Washington, D.C. as part of our 250th celebration of this country. But yet we have to make it political.
Of course.
And I wonder about this, okay? Because we got street racing is relatively common in IndyCar. They open up the season in St. Petersburg, Florida. That's a street race. They go to Long Beach, California. They go to Detroit, Michigan. They went to Markham. Usually it's Toronto. They went to Markham, Canada a couple of weeks ago. And earlier this year, had the first ever street race in Arlington, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember seeing any of these newspapers. For example, The Guardian said, "Start your engines. Trump completes Fast and Furious takeover, pushing on Freedom 250 festivities, makes over the nation's capital for Trump rally on wheels." I don't remember The Guardian complaining about any of the other cities shutting down a section of the city to put it on an IndyCar race.
Well, but they don't see it as shutting down a section of a city because the Arlington street course, the street course, but I call it the parking lot course, because they built the racetrack in Arlington around AT&T Stadium and Globe Life Field where the Cowboys and Texas Rangers play.
All right, so let's put it in Detroit. Where is the Detroit Street City race held? It uses the GM Heritage Center.
Right in the middle of town, fellas.
People work there. Don't hear anybody complaining about a disruption in the workforce or the ability of people to get around and do what they need to do in Detroit when they're running there.
Let's even take it one step further. Let's go to Formula One, Las Vegas. Where is the main straightaway for the Las Vegas street course?
Right down the Las
right
Vegas Strip.
Down the strip.
Goes in front of the Bellagio and all of those.
MGM Grand, all those places.
Don't hear them complaining about that. Why are we taking this political? Some of the other headlines, like I said, talked about blocking off those streets. And then there's Adam Schiff.
God, I will say this publicly. When I saw the response from Graham Rahal.
Oh, I'm going to get to that.
Well, bravo, Graham.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so on social media, and Donald Trump loves to post things on social media. You want to be a politico, you want to put things up on social media and knock yourself out. It is, truth be told, a really good way to keep up and keep in touch with your constituents.
True.
I don't have a problem with that. But get your facts straight, Adam, which apparently is a problem for him. Here's what he posted, quote, "While you struggle with the cost of gas," he's just talking to people, whatever, his constituents and all of us, "Trump offers you the spectacle of an IndyCar race, hoping you will not notice. More taxpayer money spent on his self-aggrandizing distractions, and you get higher taxes and higher costs." Shall we go fact-checking, ladies and gentlemen? Fact-checking courtesy of Graham Rahal.
Number one.
IndyCar driver and member of the famed Rahal family. He posted in response, quote, No, Adam. He wanted you to notice and bask in the pride of being American, watch great racing, and put patriotism on display. Not only, this was privately funded, not government. Although it did drive thousands of folks to the D.C. area that had never been. That's economic impact for you. It allowed folks who have never been to Washington, D.C. to be there to see museums, monuments, the White House, and American history for the first time as well. And guess what? Hundreds of thousands of Americans, blue and red, as well as fans from all over the world, loved it.
And I'm pretty sure that the D.C. mayor, Muriel Bowser,
she was very, very happy about this whole
thing. Very happy about this, and I'm pretty sure, and this is how I'll word it from my point of view. She wears a blue shirt.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, she does.
So why we got a U.S. senator that probably has no clue how an Indy car or a motorsports vehicle even starts, how you even start the thing.
Or the fact that, for example, this whole thing was footed by a race promoter group.
Penske.
Yeah, a race promoting group led by Roger Penske.
That is now apparently going to lead to an additional 5 trips.
Yep. Again, when they left, Donald Trump said, "We hope you come back." Melania said, "We'll see you next year." And that was without having anything signed. But the talks are beginning. Actually, probably the talks are well underway because this is something that has been long talked about.
I'm sure they were probably underway when the first hauler rode through to go to the paddock area to get staged.
Yeah, and it probably was actually before that because, you know, you look at certain things that go on and you say, okay, can this be a success? We can argue whether or not, for example, NASCAR going to Chicago or even San Diego and running on the naval base like they did earlier on this year were a success. But we can quantify this by looking at everything that happened over this past weekend, and we can quantify this event a success.
See, this is here's my message to Adam Schiff. He's from California.
You're clueless.
Clueless, but from California. You have, by definition, you have several of your constituents that competed in that event.
True. And your home state hosts 2 of these races. One is on a dedicated road course up at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, but the other one happens to be a street course race, which is disrupting everybody in Long Beach. But I didn't hear you complain about that.
That's been going for 40-plus years.
I didn't hear you complain about that one.
Okay. You might want to listen to them and how much they raved and applauded how much fun and how good this event was, not only for the NTT IndyCar Series, but for the city of Washington, D.C., the district of Washington, D.C., however you want to call it, doesn't matter, Washington, D.C., period, and what it done putting the country overall on a showcase. Because if you got some people that wear the same color shirt you do that are raving and applauding the event, i.e. the mayor of D.C., you might want to take a step back and zip your lip up.
Yeah. And it'll take a little bit for the final numbers to come in as to exactly what the economic impact of this is. But when you're talking about 150, 200,000 people being there over the weekend, being able to watch it, and they're spending the night there, and they're going and they're buying food, and they're going to these different museums or monuments or whatever, and spending their money in and around that area, you're talking not just tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. You're talking potentially millions of dollars.
Multi-millions.
Because the amount of money that a race at Barbara Motorsports Park brings into the Birmingham area is in the multiple millions of dollars.
Yeah, very high.
The 2 races that Talladega attracts all those people to twice a year brings in millions of dollars in revenue from everywhere from Birmingham to the Georgia-Alabama line.
Talladega, Oxford, Lincoln, Moody, Leeds, places like that.
Coming over to, Leeds, Pell City,
City,
Irondale, all that area.
All the way over.
I mean, I can go back even before when I was the PA announcer at Talladega Superspeedway and had a part-time job in the mall, back when the mall where Bumpernets is now had a place called NASCAR Silicon Motor Speedway. We stayed open. We had a specific entrance to that place. It's still there for Bumpernets to use.
On the outside by Sears.
And we got permission from the mall and the security to be able to stay open that much later because on Talladega weekend, I guarantee you we were out the line signing up people to come race till well past midnight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the kind of economic impact we're talking about. What you in town for? I'm here for Talladega. Where are you from? Oklahoma, wherever. And they came because they heard about this place, too, and they wanted to spend money
even when you're there and you ask, where are you from? I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You came a long way.
Exactly.
I mean, I've seen tags in northern Talladega County at Talladega Superspeedway that is within the East Aboga limits. Let's call it that.
Sure.
I have seen tags on vehicles from Alaska.
Yeah. People come from all 50 states and all around the country and all around the world, really, to come to a place like Barber or Talladega. I guarantee you they did the exact same for Washington, D.C. And there's that economic impact. Again, I'm not trying to turn this into a racing show. I'm telling you, it's something like this that brings a massive economic impact to that area, to the positive, and you've got these morons trying to sit there and say that it's all Donald Trump all the time. It's not.
But when you can see on several platforms in many ways that the some and the few that actually have a working brain, like a lot of people don't have anymore.
Look at Capitol Hill.
Yeah. That have an actual working brain that wear the color blue or have the color blue with them. And you see them going, wow, this is good. This is good for us. This is good for what you name it.
Yeah.
It's good. But you got one over here. Oh, it's blame Trump. Whatever. Yeah. Give me a break. But there was only one reservation about this race I had that I wasn't quite fond of. That I thought would have made it that much neater.
I didn't know how this was going to work on the streets. I got to admit, I was impressed.
I was not impressed that they did a green flag wave from that suite.
I understand why they did it, though.
I understand why, though.
Yeah.
But with things that I've seen and read and from media members and people that was there, the level of security they had to go through,
Ooh.
how they had it set up,
It's big.
to make that race that much more intriguing to how it started, you could have very easily had him in the flag stand with the chief starter, Aaron Likens, to wave the green flag like it should have been waved.
Yeah.
Because Sean Duffy was.
Yeah. I think, he waved the checkered flag,
Yeah.
Secretary of Transportation. Donald Trump's biggest contribution to this was the fact that he signed an executive order, which really didn't hold a whole lot of weight in the grand scheme of things. Because if IndyCar couldn't figure out the logistics of making it work, it wouldn't have happened. But Donald Trump basically called up Roger Penske for all intents and purposes and said, hey, can we put on a race in the nation's capital while we're celebrating 250 years? And Roger Penske went, let's work on it. Let's see what we can do.
And they threw it together in a hurry.
It came together in a flat hurry, and they put it on flawlessly.
Yeah. I mean, it was solid race, even though Kyle Kirkwood walked away and obliterated everybody.
Yeah, he did.
The race winner. But it was a solid event. Crowd was phenomenal. And from everything you've seen, everybody that got interviewed, everybody raved about it.
So do us all a favor, Adam Schiff and all you people who are making up all these stupid headlines, get a dose of reality and understand that this actually benefited Washington, D.C. Oh, John Bird's greatest hits.
Woo, loving it, man. Man, I don't want Andrew to keep being sick, but if he's sick tomorrow, I think I'll be okay.
This is. I think this is an appropriate song.
If he's sick tomorrow, I'll be okay.
Everybody wants this, that, or the other. I think this is an appropriate song ending, considering I'm here today.
There you go.
But according to what I just read on a social media channel, I am glad I'm not going on I-65 South today.
We got a problem, boys and girls. According to our friends over at ABC 3340, specifically James Spann, they've had a bridge collapse on 65 South down near the Shelby County Airport exit. You got the details over there?
Rut row raggy, in the words of...
you got his post?
Looks like it is from the Alabaster Police Department that a picture was shared. 11:48 a.m. Emergency crews are en route to a traffic accident on I-65 southbound in the area of mile marker 234. Police taking an alternate route.
Yeah, Highway 31. It's about to get back.
The site crime radar that I didn't even know existed.
I didn't either.
That the I-65, the County Road 87 bridge is down on 5 cars or so.
Shoo. Ouch.
Oof.
All right, so if you were thinking about going 65 south, be prepared. 65 is probably not your best option. Highway 31 is about to get real busy.
31 is looking real busy right about now.
Yeah, 31 is about to get nuts. So if you know of other alternative possibilities, if you're saying wanting to go, I don't know, to Montgomery, start looking at back roads.
Yep.
Just saying. Good night almighty. Hopefully we'll have details on that a little bit later on this afternoon when Leland and AJ take over at 2 o'clock. John Bird, you have picked, you said, handpicked, I think is what you said.
The best
of the line. What do we know is coming up on that is the question, and that'll be the mystery that'll be solved coming up here in just a few more minutes. Matt, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming over, brother.
Absolutely. I just realized something, and if he has been, my apologies, but we got to do a fall documentary called John Bird Does Dega.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Get him out there. We might just have to do that. That could be fun.
I think it'd be hilarious. I think it'd be great.
That could be fun. Should be entertaining. We might just have to do that. Do a documentary and put you out at Talladega there, brother. What do you think about that, John Bird?
I love that. I'm a documentary kind of guy.
All right.
I'll do the music. I'll do the music.
Does Dega.
John Bird on the Dega Boulevard.
Oh, dang. Woo! I like that.
You may not return. You might be the one out the next day.
He may not recover from that one.
I mean, there's fun. There's all kinds of fun stuff that comes out of it in the aftermath of Talladega.
Oh, yeah.
One of the ones that I like is the posting of the things that are left behind after a weekend.
I would say this: as long as we don't see a picture of John Bird pass out, who's this?
Yeah, really.
This picture.
I mean, I've seen effectively a full living room suite.
Oh yeah.
They put a rug out there, they put a sofa and another chair out there, and they put a little TV stand.
Television.
That's an
That was the
achievable
whole
bucket list thing for me.
right there.
I mean, 65, 75-inch televisions too.
Yeah.
Left.
Just leave them there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll volunteer to be part of the cleanup crew.
It's a heck of a cleanup. It takes a while, man. It takes a while.
As long as they get me a 65-inch TV, I'm good.
There you go. Assuming it works, right? Assuming it works. All right. Thank you very much for putting up with Matt, myself, John Bird for the last couple of hours. Andrew Mclain may or may not be back tomorrow. We don't know. We'll find out later. In the meantime, it'll be the best of the line until we get you set up for Leland Live starting at 2 o'clock. Don't forget about Breaking Bread at 6. Y'all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you along with Richard and Valerie tomorrow morning on the Dixon and Vining Show. As Richard likes to say, dark and early at 6 a.m. Matt, thank you again. Be careful headed back home, brother.
See ya.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.